My daughter-in-law called me on a Tuesday afternoon. Didn't say good morning. Didn't ask how I'd been since my hip surgery. Just snapped into the phone like I was her assistant. We're leaving tomorrow. Your beach house has already been sold. Bye. And just like that, click. She hung up. I stood on my porch, barefoot in the sand, the Pacific breeze tangling my silver curls, and I started to laugh. Not a polite chuckle. A deep, rolling laugh that startled the seagulls off the railing. Because she had no clue. She thought my son and I were just tenants in our own lives, that my home was her stepping stone to Malibu luxury. But she forgot one thing. The deed was in my name alone. And what happened next? Let's just say she learned the hard way that blood doesn't make you family, but respect does. The son I raised, the woman he married. My son Marcus was my miracle. Born when I was just 19, working double shifts at a diner in Compton while studying nursing at night. His father, gone before Marcus took his first breath, said he wasn't ready for daddy duty. So it was just us, me and my boy. I raised him on grit, gospel music, and grits. Taught him to say ma'am, to hold doors, to never let pride keep him from saying, I'm sorry. He grew into a good man, kind, ambitious, with my eyes and his grandfather's laugh. Then he met Talia. At first I liked her. She was polished. Law school graduate, worked at a firm downtown, wore heels that clicked like authority. She brought Marcus flowers on their third date. Called me Mrs. Jenkins until I insisted she say Mama Ruth. For a while it worked. They married in a small ceremony at my church. I paid for the reception, $8,000 I'd saved from overtime shifts. Talia wanted a destination wedding in Cabo, but Marcus said, Mama's done enough. That night, I cried happy tears, but cracks started forming fast. Talia never liked Seabreeze Cottage. It's so rustic, she'd say, wrinkling her nose at the driftwood shelves I'd sanded by hand. Don't you get lonely out here, Mama Ruth? Marcus says this lot is worth a fortune. You should really consider selling. I'd just smile and pour more sweet tea, but inside, I felt the walls closing in, because this house wasn't just wood and tile. It was my sanctuary, my victory. Bought in 2009 after 28 years as an ER nurse, with every penny I'd scraped together. No help, no loans. Just me, my Social Security, and the $47,000 I got from selling my late mother's jewelry. And I put it all in my name only. Not Marcus's, not joint. Mine. The shift when family became a transaction. After they had twins, Avery and Jordan, Talia started pushing harder. The kids need more space, she'd say. This place is barely 200 square feet. You're not getting younger, Mama Ruth. What if you fall? Who will find you? Marcus could manage the sale. Make it easy for you. Every time I said no. This house is my legacy, I told her once over Sunday dinner. It'll go to Marcus when I'm gone. Not before. She smiled sweetly. Of course, Mama Ruth. We'd never pressure you. But her eyes? Cold, calculating. Then came the favor. Last spring, Talia called. Mama, we're listing Seabreeze as a short-term rental this summer. Boost your income. All you need to do is sign this management agreement. She emailed me a PDF, looked official. Had logos, legal jargon, even a notary line. I took it to Mr. Patel, my lawyer since Marcus was in diapers. He read it, then looked up, stone-faced. Ruth, this gives them 0 ownership rights. It's just a rental license. You're still the sole owner, but be careful. People use these to create paper trails for fraud. I signed it because I trusted my son. I didn't trust Talia, but I never thought she'd go this far. The betrayal, the call that shattered illusions. So when her name popped up on my phone that Tuesday, I almost didn't answer. But I did. And her voice? Ice wrapped in silk. Mama Ruth, just a heads up. We're leaving tomorrow. Your beach house has already been sold. The buyers close Friday. Bye. My breath caught. Sold to who? Tech couple from Palo Alto. Cash offer. $4 million. Daniel handled everything. Daniel? Our realtor. Don't worry. You'll get your share. Marcus already signed the transfer docs. My blood turned to frost. Marcus didn't sign anything. The house is in my name. She laughed a short, dismissive sound. Oh, Mama, you're so out of touch. The title company cleared it. It's done. Then they cleared a lie. I said quietly, don't make this messy. We've already told the kids they're starting school in Aspen. And she hung up. I stood there, phone in hand, staring at the ocean, the same view I'd watched for 16 years. And then it hit me. They forged Marcus's signature, or worse, they convinced him to sign something he didn't understand. Either way, this wasn't just betrayal. It was theft. The revenge, Mama Ruth strikes back. I didn't call Marcus first. I called Mr. Patel. File an emergency injunction, I said. and a notice of list pendants. Freeze that sale. Ruth, if they forged documents, they did. Within hours, the sale was halted. The buyers were furious. The realtor? Panicking. Then I called Marcus. He answered, voice shaky. Mama, Talia said you're causing problems. Did you sign a deed transferring Seabreeze to her? Silence. Then. She said it was just paperwork for the rental. Son, I said, voice breaking, you let her trick you. He started crying. I didn't know, Mama. She said you agreed. That's when I knew Talia had played us both. But I wasn't done. I contacted the buyers directly, sent them copies of the original deed, dated 2009, sole owner Ruth E. Jenkins. I went to the local news, not as a victim, as a warrior. My daughter-in-law sold my home without my consent, I told the reporter. Now I'm taking it back and exposing her lies. The story exploded. Mother-in-law foils daughter-in-law's $2.4 million fraud scheme. Talia's law firm placed her on administrative leave. Her Instagram, full of blessed posts, was flooded with comments. Karma's a beach, huh? And Marcus? He moved out, took the twins, filed for separation. Talia showed up at my door 3 days later, designer sunglasses hiding red eyes, Louboutins sinking in the sand. Mama Ruth, please. It was a mistake. We'll fix it. I opened the screen door just a crack. You didn't just sell a house, Talia, I said. You sold your integrity and my trust. But the kids will learn that actions have consequences. And I closed the door. This time, her silence was louder than her lies. 2 weeks later, the sale was officially voided. Talia and Marcus had to repay the buyer's deposit, $480,000 plus legal fees. They lost everything. But me? I refinanced Seabreeze, took out a modest loan, and I opened Second Tide Haven, a retreat for Black mothers rebuilding after betrayal, abandonment, or loss. We host workshops on financial literacy, legal rights, and self-worth. Every guest gets a key to their own cottage, and on the wall in the main house, a framed copy of my deed, with one line highlighted in gold, sole owner Ruth Eleanor Jenkins. As for Talia, last I heard, she's working as a paralegal in Riverside. And Marcus, he brings the twins every Sunday. Avery asked me last week, Grandma, why do you love this house so much? I held her close, smelled the salt in her hair. Because, baby, I whispered, it taught me that some things can't be stolen, not even by family. So if someone tries to take what's yours, don't beg, don't break, because they forgot one thing. You're still the owner.